Where am I?
I did it as an overlay.
Oh, man, I did it again? Sorry, I'll be back in a second. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Disney Trivia Live, the show in which we play Disney Trivia
Live.
My name is Dewey. I wish it was brighter in here. I feel like it could be some more light.
We need oh yeah, a touch screen for some reason.
Give me a second.
We need one of these.
All right.
So that we don't accidentally put this in overlay.
All right. So we are at Disney Trivia Live. My name is Dewey Mosley. I am the co-founder of Laughing Place, the co-host of the show.
I am Dewey Mosley.
My name is Dewey Mosley, co-founder of the show, co-host of Laughing Place. This is Gideon Mosley, my son, my protege, my mini-me. With any luck, he will grow up to be just like Dad. No insults. Let's say some.
The future of LP, as some have said.
Hello, Douglas. Galileo, Gally. Do we know this person?
Yeah.
Hey, Gally, how you doing? Hey, Schnebs. Alyssa, nice to see you. Oh, same guy. Sorry. Evil Queen, I hope you're nice tonight. Arissa is different than Alyssa. Wow, that really for me. Well, hello to both of you. Hey, Donna, don't let me forget to send you new magnets. Hello, Gio's mom. Yo, Celestino. Yo, Nikki B. Nice to see you. Who else is out there? Kyle, you better be here because the only reason I'm doing the show is for you. All right, so we are here to play Disney Trivia.
Wow, just insulting everybody up. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, growing up to be like his dad is not a bad thing. He likes to joke with me, but he respects me, he loves me, and he admires me, right, Gideon? And he's a teenager, so we won't get into that. Thank you.
And it is kind of, I just hope I can get jokes with anti-gravities, but,
I didn't say the same intelligence as me.
That's true.
You can definitely grow up to be smarter. That is
you said just like me.
Just like me, but smarter. Technically, I am not an idiot. I did write this lpquiz.com, don't forget.
Someone said technically.
Thank you, Donna. Mike, by any chance, did you go to Hollow Scream Friday? That's a good question. Mike, give an answer to that. People are waiting. All right, so we're going to play Disney Trivia Live with you. Sorry we missed our Saturday show. What happened? Oh, yeah. I had to do some babysitting. I didn't realize it on Tuesday, or I would have, not for you, no. I didn't realize it on Tuesday, or I would have notified you. So I thought I was doing a show right up until Saturday afternoon. I'm very sorry. I did schedule a stream so that I could put a thing up there saying we're not doing the show. Apparently that further confused some people and they thought there was a show because it was scheduled, even though it said right there, canceled. Disney Trivia Live canceled. So, Kyle, I'm not sure if that's the proper way to do it. How should I let you know when we cancel a show? I mean, if you're my Facebook friend, no, I don't do anything there. Should I let people know?
Twitter,
that's a good idea. Follow us on Twitter and I'll let you know when we cancel the show. Also, smoke signals. Look up in the sky.
Well, you should have an alert on the Super Secret Project.
That is true. The Super Secret Project definitely would have an alert. And by the way, if you're not privy to the Super Secret Project, then I don't know why, because so many people are now. So drop me an email, trivia@laughingplace.com. I'll always make it easier for you. No, I won't. Drop me an email at trivia@laughingplace.com.
What do you mean?
Well, I was going to say, just let me know. I'll put a link in the chat, but then I realized I don't want to quite go that far yet. So, but any of you out there,
I can make it easier. No, actually.
Any of you out there, just drop me an email, trivia@laughingplace.com, and say this verbatim. Anything. And then I will send you a link to the Super Secret Project. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad you like it. Oh, I got to keep checking. Is the Super Secret Project doing its job right now?
SST.
Sorry. Got to take a quick check. It is not. The Super Secret Project has failed me. I am a little disappointed, but we'll see. I'll keep checking. All right. Dude, Sonia. Oh, someone's got a cold. That's too bad.
Whoa, what's that?
I don't know. Oh, I know what that is. I minimized the wrong window. Okay,
that was weird.
All right, we have rules. Does this Super Secret Project involve alien technology? It does, and that is a part of the secret, Mike. You are a part of the inner circle. You should not be divulging such things. You are now on probation. Here is how we play this game.
I'm sure you're ready to play Disney Trivia Live, but before we do, there are a few rules. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go! To start, you'll need 2 screens to play. Unless you're on computer, we'll get to that in a moment. You'll need one to watch the live stream, which you use to choose questions, and one to play trivia game, you use to answer. Now you will need to be able to see both at the same time, and there are a few ways to do that. On a computer, just put the 2 windows side by side. This It's not hard. But on other devices, you may have to think outside the box. If by yourself, the best bet is watching on some sort of tablet and playing on a phone. But if you're hosting some weird taco and trivia party with friends, you might want to put us on the big screen of a TV and have everyone play on their phones. Oh, and not the old-fashioned kind of phones. Phones that can run websites, like LP Quiz. We use LP Quiz to play the games because it allows for us to do some really fun question types. All I have to do is go to lpquiz.com and type in a pin. Not that kind. A 4-digit code we will review when it's time to start the game. Oh, we also have prizes. If luck is on your side, you will get your very own magnet. There are 2 ways to win. Way 1, get first place. And way 2, finish in the spot that the wheel, I said wheel lands on. In order to claim the prize, take a screenshot of your screen and send it to trivia@laughingplace.com. Oh, and one more thing. Please don't watch on Facebook. You see, it has a pretty big lag, making it impossible to play on it. So don't use Facebook. Well, that's that. Now it's time for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the one and only Disney Trivia Live.
So Gideon and I were just having a discussion. So we're like, you know how when you go get your work done on the car, and like, let's say you're getting your, I don't know much about cars. Let's say you're getting your Humdinger widget changed. To prove they changed your Humdinger widget, they show you the old Humdinger widget. Do you think they should have shown Gideon the rest of my stomach to prove that they actually took it out? Or shown me, I guess, but Gideon was the one awake before me. Or should we trust that they did it? This is not important. All right, so we have 2 quizzes.
I think the fact that you don't have any stomach is proof enough.
We're doing 2 quizzes for you guys today. 2 quizzes. Our first quiz, written by the one, the only, Nicholas Morgan, Dr. By the way, someone email him, text him or something, tell him.
Sir, Dr. Nicholas will be Morgan Esquire from your PhD.
Yeah, you know me. He is sus. What can you remember from September? Yeah, he does one of these each month. He's not very creative, so it keeps it easy.
September's been a thing for like a long time though.
But he just did it. He's late.
Nick, you're late.
And
it's like September's old news now.
And our second quiz, written by yours truly. I assumed you have it in a jar with a shrine built around it. Ew. Actually, they send it away for tests. It's like one of the side benefits of this thing is they test your stomach to see if it has any kind of diseases or anything. Came out clear. All right, our second quiz written by me.
Ah, yes, my favorite part of the body that always gets diseases is your stomach.
It does. Have you ever heard of stomach disease?
Is that a thing?
Probably. It's written by me. It's called Classic Disney Trivia.
So when you get an eye infection, they call it eye disease?
That's a common thing.
Eye disease?
Yeah. Like if you get cancer, you say I have a disease. Eye disease. Eye disease is cancer.
Is there nose disease?
No, I knows I have cancer.
Where do you get cancer?
I mean, you can get it anywhere. Your eye, your stomach.
Or give an example.
All right, we're going to move on to a more pleasant conversation. Our second quiz is called Classic Disney Trivia. It's written by me, and there's no tricks about this one. No buzzes, no eos. This is truly classic Disney trivia. We haven't got that far, Mike. Don't rush the band, as they used to say. Is the trivia classic or the Disney classic? It is Disney trivia questions that if you were to search the internet for Disney trivia questions, it's that type of question, just some classic type questions, not necessarily exactly ones you've seen before, but just classic, nothing tricky, nothing fancy, just classic Disney trivia questions. Does that answer your
world
question?
Or land?
Oh my, how many times can I say classic Disney trivia questions? Any more questions?
Yes.
What?
Is it Disneyland?
There's a Disneyland. There are Disneyland questions. There are Disney World. Thank you, Nathan.
Is it about movies?
I just fit this for the first time today, so I'm proudly wearing it. View behind the curtain. Doobie got all these questions off the internet. No, I didn't. It's harder than you think. Questions on the internet are bad, but I use them for inspiration.
Oh, they're terrible.
I use them for inspiration. But no, I think they all came out of my own little head. Anyway, you'll see when you get there. We're not even there yet. We're on Nick's quiz.
I found this cool show called Disney Trivia Live. I used all the questions from that show.
If you should win one of today's contests or finish in a place as designated by Angry Mickey shirt. No, yeah. Is this like the equivalent of Happy Donald, Mike, where it's just not right if he's angry and Donald's just not right if he's happy?
Perfectly fine.
No, Mike only likes Angry Donald. He does not like Happy Donald.
Why?
Because Mike is on the dark side.
True. I did see.
If you finish in first place or a place as designated by the wheel, you will win Disney Trivia Live Magnet version 3, or as we call it, a maglet. You know, like Piglet's a little pig. A maglet. A maglet.
I call it a mini magnet.
We ordered these maglets for the expo. They arrived too late, so we've got a lot of these to give away. All right, I missed.
What were you trying to do?
Hey, it's Nathan's birthday, number 29. Congratulations.
Oh, happy birthday.
I'm looking forward to that age. All right. Angry Mickey because of Magic Bands coming to Disneyland. Oh, here we go. Let's start the... No, just kidding. Okay, get yourself to lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com, lpquiz.com. Let's get started. The pin for today's first quiz is 9652. 22 added together. No one asked. 9652. And I think it's funny. I searched Disney September to find a suitable image, and every single one was pumpkins, which I think of as an October thing. But, you know.
It's September, and they're here.
All right. So one little spark, Madame Leota, presumably Uncle Orville will be coming in. They watched with Charlie. Hi, Charlie. If you see this now or later. They watched Ratatouille with Charlie. And I am happy to say, very happy to say, Charlie did not love it. Charlie did not hate it, so I'm not as happy as I could be, but Charlie did not love it. Ratatouille.
I'm not as happy as I could be because Charlie did not love it, but at least I didn't hate it.
In a world of Cars 2, The Good Dinosaur, and what's the most recent Pixar movie?
Lightyear.
And Lightyear, Ratatouille is the worst Pixar movie of all time. Granted, I did not see Lightyear or The Good Dinosaur. Hey, the third member of our team has arrived. It is Rebecca Mosley. How you doing, hon?
I'm doing well.
So we now have a producer in the room. Oh, and by pure coincidence, wow, Donna just said, hi, Rebecca, if you are here.
Hi, Donna. Yeah, I'm here.
So we now have proof. Donna has a webcam in the studio. That'd be fun. You know how some radio people, they like simulcast on a webcam? We should have a webcam. Wait a second. What do you call, like, have one over there so they're like behind the scenes?
No.
Yeah.
Our Patreon visitors can watch behind the scenes.
That'd be
No,
fun.
Cool.
it's just a mom.
Right.
It's just a mom.
I'm going to ask this question now. No promises. If we had a Patreon that lets you watch us do this from the reverse angle, would you pay? Would you pay even $1 for it?
Wait, so they would be looking over your shoulder
Or
at me on my exercise
some
bike.
other angle to where they could see the studio. Maybe it'd be up in the corner or something, or they could like watch the broadcast
screens.
instead of just
They
watch.
can see the screens.
Would you pay anything at all for that? Because, you know, we need to. Magnets don't grow on trees, so we need some bucks here. So let me know. All right. Yeah, you got that right, Nick. It's a terrible movie. All right, 9652. Who we got? We got September Loki.
Nick said it's a really good movie, but not for young kids, he suspects.
And now we know. Yes. Now
Is this
we
the
know.
first quiz?
Implying
Just
very young.
Wow.
Now we know that Tori starts the bidding. Okay, it's
Wow,
not a bid.
She's generous.
It's not like just the
We
highest
appreciate
bid
it.
gets
Okay, we're
it.
starting at $1. Do I hear $2?
That's not
$2.
how this works.
Going once, going twice.
Anybody can do it. All right, so we're going to get a one. No, we're not going to do it, but it's nice to know we'd have at least one. Yes, the backside of Doobie. Mike Ciccione's here. Donna remembers Mr. Incredible. September Loki Doki. I'm
Happy
here.
birthday, Nathan.
Grandma. Oh, hey, Grandma, Grandpa. It's less than a month that we get to see you. It's very exciting. Nick, you cannot play this game, so take your empty Rose Bowl and get out of here. Where's Uncle Horrible?
He's in there. Above TJ now. Under my seat.
I see now. Okay. Hi, TJ. We'll take your $1. Evil Queen, yada, yada. Oh, I hear something. Eventually, I'll hear something I remember to upload from the expo, but until then, this is what I hear.
You hear?
Let's see what I hear today.
It sounds like
Oh, Nathan, Jeremiah is not here, but Gideon, GB, and I are.
This is what I hear.
Spin that wheel.
That was from Christmas in Paris. the City of Light at the most beautiful time of year
Well, it's not,
with
I mean,
two of the most beautiful people in the
not really
world.
in Paris.
Oh my. This is what happens when you come in here after talking to Tony.
That is true.
There needs to be a buffer
I
period.
am late because I was talking to
You
Tony.
talk to Tony, go grab a snack, maybe watch a little TV, then you come into trivia.
Okay.
It's not in Paris, though. It's right.
By the way, there was a command.
He went to Paris looking for it.
Kidder, you would be so proud of me. Earlier today, during what's the name of your show? Barely Necessities, they were talking about Studio Ghibli and Spirited Away. And I put in the chat that Studio Ghibli came out 20 years ago today in the United States. And I then put after that, Kidder would be so proud of me. I felt so Kidder-like. Yes, a snack. Good idea. Not to me. I am so
Got a
sorry.
study Betty. 14.
Wow. Rebecca and Tony stop talking and our numbers go up by 20%. 14. Right. So if you finish in first or 14th
Someone
place,
write that down.
you will win a Disney Trivia Live maglet.
Yeah.
Maglet. That's right.
Yuck, he actually liked it too.
It's not going to stick itself. All right. Nice review. Oh, yeah. Good point, Nick. Yeah, but no one pays attention to me.
Wait,
All right.
What did you say?
About when Studio Ghibli 20 years ago, Spirited Away. That's right, because we now have a This Day in History feature on the Super Secret Project, which means I will now know every This Day in History because I have to prep it the previous day. All right, here we go. Get yourselves. Nope, we already did that part. We need at least one of you guys to tell us you're ready, and we'll get started.
You should get my uncle to do that. He's good with that.
You are so funny. Who's your uncle?
You know this.
What is he good for? Saying he's ready?
No, this day in history.
Oh, yes. I have a database. All right, we've got a ready. I think you guys are ready. Here we go. Step right up, and we're going to get started as soon as I find the start button. There it is. Question number 1. We're going to start this game with a poll, which I know is a little unusual, but we'd like to get to know you better. We want you to have an opportunity to get used to the interface. So here is today's poll as written by Dr. Nick. Which is your favorite Disney CEO of these 4? We've got Ron Miller. We've got Michael Eisner. We've got Bob Iger. We've got Doc Ock himself, Bob Chapek. Who is your favorite Disney CEO? My prediction, no one would have saw this coming 15 years ago. It is going to be C. Rebecca thinks it's going to be B.
Yeah, it's going to be B.
Man.
If it's A.
I was at the meeting where people called for the ouster of Michael Eisner. If he's now revered as the greatest Disney CEO of all time, next thing you know, people are going to be missing a Bugs Land.
Do you remember that time we chatted with Michael Eisner on Main Street?
I do.
He was he was nice.
He's a charming
Yeah, he was
charming guy.
It was surprising. I was surprised at how warm he seemed.
Sure, he was just standing there. It was a firework. Was it a media? It was a media day, right?
I
But it was.
so.
I feel like it was a media day, but he was just standing amongst the crowd watching fireworks.
I don't think
Okay,
it was a
maybe
media
not.
event. I think it was like a soft opening. Like
Okay.
there was some new fireworks thing that
Maybe
was
so.
going on. And
But he was watching
there.
fireworks in the middle of Main Street, with people, with entourage, I guess you would say, but not surrounded by them. And I just walked up to him with my Disneyland map, asked if he would sign my map for me. And he's just a nice, approachable guy. That's frankly all the Disney when the Disney execs are in the park,
Yeah.
they know they're going to get approached, and that's a
true.
part of their life. It's never hard to talk to a Disney exec in the park.
It
It's
hasn't
a part
been.
of their being in
Yeah,
the park, I
That's
think.
true.
So,
Yeah.
all right. It's worse. Here we go. The correct answer is, according to you guys, my white. Oh, it was so close. Bob Iger just edging Michael Eisner. Ron Miller getting no love, and neither is Mr. Chapek. Chapek is young. 20 years, we'll be looking back on this going, that Chapek, man. Best
We'll
CEO
see.
of all time.
We'll see.
We will. I
He has
guarantee
time.
you.
He has
Is this a
time.
quote from Waking Sleeping Beauty? That would be my guess.
Probably.
Paul Schnebs think it's Card Walker and Don Tatum. Yes, Schnebs, you are showing off your knowledge there. Great to see you at the expo. Question number
So
1.
nice to see you with it.
Now it
Good
counts,
job.
and your lovely wife. Which Disneyland attraction opened on September 15th, 1979? Was it Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Matterhorn Bobsleds, or Pinocchio's Daring Journey? Fun fact, Fun fact: this is a video of Nick doing some mountain
I'm
climbing.
sorry, I just love this guy. I love how terrified he looks like when he.
I don't blame
Ah!
you.
You got a rope, man.
No, that's still that no.
What is going through your mind? So there's about what, a second of free fall before that rope catches. How much is it going through your mind that rope might not catch in that 1 second? That's got to be a terrifying. Are you like going? Are you reliving the moment where you planted? What do they use? One of those Pirates of the Caribbeaners to plant the rope in or something?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is that going through your mind? Terrifying.
Oh, that's what Goofy used to say when they would climb Matterhorn Mountain.
There's some of those Pirates of the Caribbeaners over there.
What?
That's what he would say.
You know what a
The carabiner is the thing, the clippy thing that you use when you're climbing on a mountain.
Okay, that's funny.
And so yeah.
Yeah, that's just having a free solo.
Mike Celestino is a fan of the process of elimination.
So I remember.
That was like a new ride coming soon. Process of elimination.
All right, the correct answer. Go ahead, Giddy.
So I was at a friend's house when they were watching Free Solo, and I was building a Lego set with my friend, but in the background, their family was watching Free Solo. And basically, most of the conversation during it was, I wonder if when the guy falls, is the cameraman like supposed to follow him, or is it just supposed to like say? It was just questioning what they're supposed
It's a
to
good
do.
point. I mean, you got to follow me. You may not decide to air it, but you got to get it just in case.
It's true.
This is an easy question because only one of these opened in 1979,
Ta-da.
and that is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
Nick. Nick said
Yeah, we're not even acknowledging the fact that Nick exists.
My first trip to Disneyland was before Big Thunder Mountain Railroad was there.
Mine too.
Kidder with the fun fact.
Mine was before any of. Oh, not true. Mine was before any of these except Matterhorn were there.
Walter Jensen cannot hang around tonight, but hopes we're doing amazing.
Oh, we are. Thank you, Walter, and that's very nice. Oh yeah, that's the guy. That's him. That's the Aladdin that won the album at D20 Expo. Free solos. Well, I should always read Tony. All right, fine. That's acceptable.
No, Tony's not the one you have to read. Nick's the one you have to read.
All of them need to be read.
That's true.
Skinny Doobie is me. I'm only gonna get skinnier. I will never be skinny. Skinnier, but never skinny. Galaxy's Edge is in first place. Schnebs, Donna, One Little Spark, Evil Queen. If we can get through 2 more questions, you guys should be safe from Geo. He'll be showing up late today.
Yep.
It's like he spots you guys.
It's like a handicap in golf.
This Studio Ghibli production was released domestically by Disney on September 20th, 2000. I know I've read this somewhere before today. Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, Spirited Away, or Big Hero 6. I actually did read this in your quiz.
Now this is concept art for what has been possibly coming.
This
It's
was
announced.
announced. Yeah.
I know, but that still means possibly coming.
So
Mary Poppins was also announced.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is this concept art supposed to be when a Grizzly Run is open or not open?
You know that went through my mind right away. Oh my.
Seriously?
Yeah. Of course. I'm like checking the level of the water.
I know.
I totally
Me too. I'm like, how exposed would the rock be?
Father like that.
Oh, I'm so proud. So proud.
Would it be though?
Yes, this is San Francisco. I believe this would be closed. That's some pretty high water.
Are you excited about this development?
That's a tough question. It's very little. It's just a skin. It's, no attractions announced.
I am not.
You're going to miss the bread, I know. But that's a pretty impressive entrance there. Granted, I'm not that familiar with Baymax movie, so I don't have an image of San Francisco in my head. But on balance, I'd call it a plus. A small plus.
I call this Bob Chapek's anti-Gideon bread plan.
Do you hope that they figure out some way to work Bodine Bakery into San
If
Francisco?
they do that, it's the best Disney thing they've ever created.
I think they need to do that. They need to make sure they have oh no, that's a different movie.
My son's favorite part of DCA is free bread.
I'm not.
You might think I'm joking.
Nope.
Now, granted, we live near San Francisco, so sourdough bread is not exactly rare. And to him, all bread is free bread because he has no job. And yet, he loves going to DCA and getting free bread that we paid for via admission to the park.
I even steal my mom's bread.
It's not free. It's included.
Technically, it is.
But what's the answer here, DB?
The answer here, as you guys all know, is Spirited Away because I gave it away earlier. Question number 3, right after the scoreboard. Oh, they figured it out. Kyle and I have discussed this at length. I have no doubt, Tony. You discussed it at length. SW Galaxy's Edge, Mike C. Quinoa, Evo. What is Quinix?
It's not. No. Sequinox, because we're at the autumnal equinox.
Thank you.
You're
I wouldn't have
welcome.
got that I would have got that right after anti-gravities.
That's my Star Wars partner in crime and Disney Parks Top Live cohort.
All right, I
Yes.
know what someone needs to calculate. How many times do you have to go through the boating bakery tour in order for you to get a truly free piece of bread?
There is your next vlog. You know what makes me happy, Rebecca?
What, sir?
How good of friends you are with the staff of LP. Mike, Tony, Jeremiah,
Okay.
others,
Okay.
perhaps. I don't know, but I know those three. I like that a lot.
That's cool.
Makes me happy.
Becca.
Becca, yes, but I was
Kyle.
thinking the guys. Kyle, I don't know Becca and Kyle. How good? I just don't know. I'm not saying you're not.
No, I know.
I just don't know.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Depends on like how big.
I
the
appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's nice as a stay-at-home mom. It's nice to have coworkers that you can kind of talk around the water cooler with every once in a while.
Because you know the worst feeling I get when I see I got a Slack from someone and it's not you, and that means I got to talk to somebody else.
I don't have that problem.
Don't like it.
I don't.
Don't like it one bit. It's like, oh, who is bugging me now?
They're probably
No offense.
That's probably them when I slack them.
All right. Which actress was born on September 1st and has starred in both an MCU movie and a Disney Channel sitcom? Is it Bella Thorne of The Thorns, Elizabeth Olsen of the famous Olsens, Salma Hayek of the Windsor Hayeks, or Zendaya of the, Zendaya?
Yeah.
Note to self, Slack do be more often just for kicks.
Please do.
Except for you, Tony. You're my favorite person in the whole world. Mike said thanks. Nick, there is a boating bakery everywhere around here.
I am like the translator between Mike C and Doobie.
Yeah, but
I
the boating.
appreciate it.
Yeah, but the
I am the C-3PO.
In fact, you have eaten at the one in the city.
I'm the protocol droid.
You don't even. When we used to go do the duck boats all the time, there was one right across the street, and we've been there a couple of times. This was before you were in love with bread.
Oh,
So
yeah, there's not
I
one
do,
close
I do
enough.
not know the answer to this question.
really,
I know who the actresses on my screen are, but I do not know the answer.
you
to
don't
this
know who was
question.
in an MCU movie?
I know who was in an MCU movie. I am unsure. I would. Oh, wait. Now I'm confused. I'm gonna have to see what the answer is.
It's Zendaya.
No, that's an MCU. I don't think of that as being an MCU
Spider-Man?
movie. Yeah, I know. I don't think of it.
Definitely,
As,
it's not
I
a
know-
Disney movie.
Yes. That's why
The
I got
MCU
lost.
is so
Yes,
vast; it
no,
spans
that's
multiple
right. I forgot,
studios.
Yeah. No,
And
Oh,
timelines.
Sorry,
I was
time
right.
out. Mr. Nick has something to say. He says, "Boating sourdough everywhere. You have not ever overnighted me a loaf." Rude.
All right.
Nick.
Okay.
I will find
Nick.
a loaf somewhere in the
Hold
back
on.
of my
No,
fridge
no.
and overnight it to you.
Hey Nick.
Says the man with the really.
Hey Nick. You came all the way to California to do business. And did you get any bread while you were here?
I
Probably.
was racking my brain trying to think of what
Elizabeth Olsen.
sitcom Elizabeth Olsen was in.
She's too good for Disney Channel
I
sitcom.
was like, wait, it's got to be there.
She's up here. Her sisters, on the other hand, they did some
Oh.
sitcom. Oh, you want?
What's
All right,
next?
fine. We're gonna start the. When you win a contest, you either get a magnet or a piece of bread.
No. Keep
Either way,
lying.
I'm looking at first. All right, question number score.
Wait, what?
No.
What?
Evil Queen's in second place, Schnebs in third, One Little Spark, and Mike Vernal Equinoxes rounding off the top five. We had sourdough if you'd come.
We often have sourdough.
It's okay. It's okay, Nick. I know how much you care. Maybe I'll see you again before I die. Question number 4. This September 14th, 2004, Buena Vista Pictures Touchstone release starred Bernie Mac and Angela Bassett. Is it The Rookie, Mr. 3000, The Natural, Bull Durham? The Rookie,
Hey Dad.
about a child who becomes a baseball player. Mr. 3000, about a man who retires with 3,000 hits. Only will have one of them taken away. So he has to come back and play again to get the 3,000. The Natural, about Robert Redford and a bat. And Bull Durham, a movie which has been on my watch list for, about 17 years now. I'm going to see it any day now.
But it's
Oh,
not a
I'm
band
getting to
movie.
it. Is that how they say Rebecca? No, I want to see Bull Durham. I just never clicked that button. Ever.
Okay, I'm gonna go find it and put it on. You're gonna watch it.
I'm getting to it. Okay, Donna's on board. We'll get that bread in the envelope with the magnet.
As long as he looks at first.
Does bread stick to a magnet? Is bread magnetic? Anybody know?
It's bread magnetic. Wow. I have not heard of this.
Bull Durham is the greatest baseball movie of all time, but not for no.
You the photo.
What is the greatest baseball movie of all time that I've seen? Not Field of Dreams. That is one of the most overrated movies of all time. What's your favorite baseball movie, Rebecca?
Bull Durham, but I saw it on an airplane. So I saw the airplane version of Bull Durham, and it was perfect for me.
The one about that guy who gets Lou Gehrig's disease at the end, that's a good one.
The Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah,
that is a really good baseball.
That's a good one.
I like the.
Who's that
Psych
about
episode.
again?
I like the Psych baseball episode.
Yeah, well, any psych episode.
That's good.
The Rookie's actually good.
The Rookie was a good baseball movie.
Oh wait, The Rookie's not about the kid with the baseball team. The Rookie's about the Dennis Quaid about the Tampa Bay Ray who's an old man.
42 is excellent.
Oh, 42 may be the one.
That is an excellent baseball movie.
Rookie of the Year is what I'm thinking of, maybe, which is different than
Yes,
The Rookie.
you were thinking of a different movie.
The Rookie. That sounds like a
Major League is a hilarious movie. That is for sure. 42
This
though.
is the second time baseball movies have come up on YouTube videos I was watching today. Earlier, Skywalking Through Neverland, we're talking about the Bad News Bears.
Oh, that's a good one too.
I
Also
haven't seen
not
that
for
one.
you, even
Yeah, I
though it
haven't
stars
seen
a
that
bunch
one.
of children. It is not a movie for kids. The original.
Oh, League of Their Own.
League of Their Own is a
Another
good one.
Another
Very
good
good one.
baseball movie.
There's no crying in trivia.
No. Angels in the Outfield.
Wings. That's a good question. It's heartening to see so many baseball fans out there.
Yeah, I like baseball.
I've never seen The Natural either. I really wonder if that would connect with me. What's the name of it?
I like to Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
I haven't seen that one.
It's
What's the name of his
it's
bat?
It's a
Wait,
musical.
I thought
That's
"Take
the
Me Out
one
to
it
the
is.
Ball Game" was a song that
It
doesn't
is.
know the words too.
It is.
8 Man Out is another one that's on my watch
I haven't
list,
seen
right
that one.
next to Bull Durham that I've yet to watch. What is the name of his bat? I keep wanting to say it's like Pig, but it's not
I haven't
Pig.
seen that movie.
In The Natural, his bat has a name. Is it Lightning? Is it Pig Lightning? Grease Lightning? Thunder? It's got a name. Somebody help me out. What is the name of that bat?
It better,
Moneyball
Thank
is
you.
my favorite baseball movie of all time. Thank you for that reminder.
it
Smash.
better be Pig Lightning.
Wonder Boy. Yes, that's okay. Now I got to figure out why my mind went from Wonder Boy to Pig.
No, we don't. We can process that later. Your therapist can help with
$1
that.
million adjustable rate mortgage. I have not seen that. I hear it's pretty decent though. Naked Gun. That's a good one. That is a good one. All right, we're gonna move on. The Fan with Robert De Niro. I've actually seen that movie multiple times. Don't ask me why. It's not that great. Well, Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes. All right, Mr. 3000 was the answer here. Guess what? We're off track. Question number 5. After the scoreboard. I love baseball discussion. Galaxy's Edge, who are you? You are doing excellent today. Identify yourself in the chat.
Better not be Nick.
No, Nick is the one that was picking on me. Question number 5, and I am feeling so alive. What is the first name of the namesake character of the September Disney Plus release, and/or is it Masma, Diego, Anton, or Cassian?
You're driving me crazy.
And
with this
or.
and or. It's like I expect you to write like an ampersand. From now on, it's just going to be an ampersand and the word or beside it. That's how you're going to sell T-shirts with like a picture of Diego Luna and an ampersand or.
Etsy.
And-
No one steal my
An
idea.
ampersand and like a or like rowing a boat.
No one steal my idea. Because I'm a programmer, and to me, this is 2 Boolean operators. And I'm like, where's the not? Exactly, and/or.
And or.
That's all you refer to as and or.
Apparently, is there an and/or movie by Mel Brooks?
And or.
So today in Disney history, a sitcom on NBC, but produced by ABC Touchstone, entitled Something I Can't Remember, had its debut. Only lasted 5 episodes, but it was produced by Mel Brooks, created by Mel Brooks.
Oh, okay, cool.
How about that?
You can't remember the name?
No, but it's on the super secret project in the rotation as this day in Disney history. You can't see it tomorrow, so you better go check it out today. But right now on the Super Secret Project is this show. So, question, and oh no, the correct name is Cassian, which debuts tonight at midnight.
Woo!
I might stay up for like
Really?
one episode. I can't make 3 episodes, of course, but I am so excited for this show. I might stay up for the first
Wow.
episode.
Oh, that would be nice.
Because I fear I won't see it with you tomorrow, so at least I can see the first episode with you.
That'd be nice.
No, I'll stay with you.
No.
It's not in the same
Some
room.
people got to sleep. Yeah, not in the same room watching the same thing. Cassian is the character in Andor. So we are looking forward to that tonight. And then on Thursday, Who's the Boss Live with Rebecca and Mike Celestino discussing the first 3 episodes.
With Mike Celestino
And
and
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, you are always first in my
Oh,
meeting.
thank you. You're very sweet.
With those two discussing the 3-episode debut of this show, which I cannot pronounce properly, so I will not say it again. In the words of Nikki B, get your popcorn. In the words of Mike Celestino, so many typos. Oh, don't just watch the first one on its own. My recommendation. I've heard that from you before, and yet there's no way I can watch all 3.
He'll fall asleep.
For me, get the popcorn chips because they're precious.
I'm so excited.
Oh,
so
yeah, we'll
excited.
need to go get an electrical parade turtle to have some popcorn.
I can have what can I have like popcorn? Candy corn! Pretty much the same thing. I'm going to buy some candy corn. We are watching.
Are you able to have,
That'd be fun.
are you able to have popcorn chips?
I don't know. I'm allowed to have popcorn, but I'm afraid it's going to pop. Like I'm going to accidentally swallow Question number 6. And I'm making people sick.
Oh, you got that right.
Which character was featured in 2 Disney Toon Studios releases in
Oh,
September?
here we go.
Tinkerbell,
Don't care.
Lightning McQueen, Pocahontas, Cinderella. Is this a good start to a marriage, you think? Do you think this couple's still together?
If they have a sense of humor.
They just don't care for the first like 30 seconds. Like they're just standing, whoop, there they go.
Mike Celestino really does not recommend this. I want to stay up late, watch 1 episode, enjoy the heck out of it, and then tell Mike Celestino tomorrow, you were wrong.
What would be better is if, because you're enjoying it so much, you just end up watching all of them, even though you think you can't.
Till 3 a.m? Who do you think I am? You know who we...
Is it really 3 hours of...
Well,
I
I
can't
probably
imagine
like
it's
45
actually 3
minutes
hours.
each
Yeah,
or
okay.
something.
Nick says it's unflavored wax on your diets. Hashtag candy corn steak. Nick, unflavored wax is not on this diet. However, candy corn is.
Here's something you might not know about me, Mike Celestino. I love a slow burn. I watch movies with slow burns right up until where the burn gets big and
It's
then
very
turn them
true.
off.
Yeah,
But the
you would
build
need-
up, the slow build
Yeah,
up,
no, he'd be
I
fine.
love it. An hour 45.
Yeah, see, that's doable.
Maybe I can
If
do
if you get into it,
that.
it's
Maybe
doable.
so. Maybe so.
Survivable.
We'll see. We'll discuss.
You'll probably fall asleep. But
The correct answer here is Tinkerbell.
Woohoo! Those were nice. I liked
The
those.
fairy movies.
Yeah, I kind of missed them.
Yeah, I was just looking at something today that I don't remember what I was looking at, but I think meeting fairies or something. We could be
I saw
something in the
I
park.
saw the first Tinkerbell in
Opera
on
House.
Main Street. Yeah, at
Yeah.
the Opera House. It was a cast member event, and a cast member friend invited me to go with them.
Yeah.
And I suspect Tony Betty may have been there too, but
Was it-
I didn't know Tony Betty back then.
Was it called Tinkerbell and the Neverwolf or something?
No, that was like episode that was
Okay.
on the way. It was like many episodes later.
That was a Edgar Allan Poe poem, wasn't it? Right? Neverwolf.
Yeah, sure.
Neverwolf.
I think it was Beast. By the way.
Never Beast.
Yes.
Okay, but the Poe thing was never. Okay, Schnabs has popped into first place. Look at that.
Yay, woohoo!
Paul. One little spark. One third of the trio. Galaxy's Edge just followed a bit. Got that one wrong.
Apparently, Tony wants to make sure I know he wasn't there.
Oh, Tinkerbell. That's beneath me. Well beneath me.
It's animation though, and Tony loves all animation.
No, I was there at a cast event with one of your coworkers back then.
Tinkerbell is a Disney fairy. Butterbean is a Nick Jr. fairy. I thought Butterbean was like a boxer.
I thought Butterbean was like that thing you get at Universal Studios.
Frozen Butterbean is the best.
And Bean is a Muppet bitch.
True or false? September 27, 1947, in Fun and Fancy Free, marked the last time Walt Disney formally voiced Mickey Mouse. Is that true or false? True lowercase or false uppercase?
It's funny.
Nick, if this is false, get ready with the reason why. Yeah, Butterbean is an amateur. He was an amateur boxer like 20 years ago. He still hasn't turned pro. Ooh, Alyssa says true. Let's see if
It's gonna be false.
it is true. Look at that. That was neck and neck. Oh, I forgot the scoreboard. Butterball is also a turkey. Speaking of turkey, Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple months. Breaking news.
What's that have to do with literally anything?
Because he said Butterball is a turkey.
Oh, okay.
In first place.
No, I mean the Thanksgiving part.
Well, because that reminded me that Thanksgiving is coming up.
But why does that matter?
It just reminded me. Everything matters. It's like the best holiday in the world. Mike C. Vernal Equinox is in first place now. Way to go, Mike. Man with the Butterball comment. Evil Queen, Schnebs, One Little Spark, and Galaxy's Edge fall into fifth place. Wait a minute. What about the Mickey Mouse Club intros? What was the question?
The last time Walt
that would have
was
been
Mickey.
earlier, right? No, that would have been later.
She said formally. Formally.
I don't know. I'll take it up with Nick to see how that is. What his source is for that.
That was more informal. He was dressed in a sweater instead of a suit. Question number 8. Season 2 of which series debuted on ABC on September 21st, 1992? Lost, Matlock, Full House, or The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles?
That is quite the name.
Which is?
The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Mom loves that show. Don't you, Mom?
What do I love?
The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles?
I did enjoy it quite a bit.
Yes. That's a show from the 90s, I believe. That's her era. And it is the correct answer here. Whoa! Look at all y'all that guessed Full House. You guys took a ride on Indiana Jones 4. Yeah, Mike Furnham loved it too.
What did they take a ride on?
Indy 4. The Crystal
Oof.
Skull. Oof is right.
Oof, 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 oof.
You saw Indy 1, didn't you?
Yeah.
2 or 3?
No.
4?
No.
We wouldn't let you see 4. Oh, Gio, you can still catch them. Come on, don't give up. All right, Schnabs has popped in the first place now. Mike C., even though we got that one, was not as fast as Mr. S. Question number 9. Who directed the September 15th, 2006 20th Century Fox release, Everyone's Hero? Was it Rob Reiner of All in the Family fame? Don Hahn of Disney movie fame? Christopher Reeve of Superman fame? Or Jim Nazium of I have not heard his name before today fame? Oh, there you go. So clearly it wasn't formally done if we're not even exactly sure who did it. So I'm with Nick on this one, which is rare for me to say.
Rare. It's impossible.
Correct answer here is, get ready for a surprise. Christopher Reeve, Superman himself, directed Everyone's Hero. He is not in this picture, but he is a very, very smart guy. It's fun to hear him listen to interviews he did during the Superman era and shortly after the Superman era, talking about Superman and things like that. His interview on, I want to say Letterman, but one of those shows talking about working with Marlon Brando in the first Superman, he does not pull any punches. It is fascinating. Go check that out after this show. Oh, you've never heard of Jim Nazium. Wow. Aren't you the clever one? All right. Question number scoreboard. After 9 questions, we have Schneb still in first place, Mike C in second, One Little Spark, Nick should not even be playing, and Rod Serling in 5th place. Multi-select, choose all that apply. Do not forget to hit submit. Which Epcot attractions / areas opened in September? We've got Morocco, Test Track Pavilion, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Ellen's Energy Adventure. Choose all that apply. Hit submit.
Epcot loves adventures.
Which is funny because Epcot's not really thought of as an adventure park. It's a cerebral park.
Sit down and learn stuff.
It's
Mark.
edutainment.
People say edutainment, and then I watch one of the old rides, and I'm like, I see the education part of it.
Whoa. Name one Epcot ride that's not entertaining.
From original Epcot,
Yeah, anywhere, anytime.
Universe of Energy.
I've never seen the original. That one was fun.
Okay, that's what you do. You sit down and they give
Wait,
you like
you didn't. You must have seen the original when you went.
I've never seen Before Ellen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you want to know the most boring ride ever, Universe of Energy during its transformation state, because they had completely installed everything for Ellen's Energy Adventure. It was all they took out the old screen, they put in new screens, updated all projectors, updated animatronics, everything was ready to go, except for the ride films, and they really needed an attraction open, so they ran the original ride films and the original audio, everything original, but without the stuff it was designed for installed. So like at the end, it used to have this mirrored thing, which would make the finale really cool. But they had removed all those. So it's just watching a tiny little screen pretty
So
much.
I want to hear nothing
So, yeah.
about Disney lowering quality ever again after hearing that story. Ever. I was one of those kids who'd argue with the teacher over a B. Can you tell? That's what makes you the great man of service you are, Paul Schnebs.
Yep.
Gideon loves Martin.
Tony Betty knows your source. You're outed.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Let's just say I was really bored one day, so I decided to watch Ellen's Energy Adventure from Martin Bits, okay?
I thought Kidder was young.
No, they are.
Now, how do they have memories from 90, 82 and 90?
You can have memories as young as 2. I have memories from as young as 2.
How?
I have no. My earliest memory I was 4.
Okay, well,
I
You
don't
have
even know
memories
what
from
my
2?
earliest memory is.
No, 3, not 4.
3, 2.
But it was almost 4.
Oh, well, maybe I was almost 3.
What was your earliest memory?
Uh,
Do you remember anything from living in Florida?
Yes, but I don't know the year.
Okay. What memory is it?
Great movie ride.
Oh goodness, that could have been any time.
No, I know specifically the ride that it was.
Okay, but we won't. That won't. All right, Morocco. That won't help us nail it down.
Yeah, it will.
Just because you know which ride.
The junior tour guide ride through. That's pretty easy to narrow down. Yeah.
The 2.
The one where they gave me the jacket.
Oh, okay. So you have a memory of that?
Yes.
Okay, we can figure that out.
That's like my one Disney
That's in our
memory.
Google Photos, so we
Yeah.
can figure that out.
Where we live.
All right. The correct answer is Morocco and Ellen's Energy Adventure. Of course, you got it right, Nick. Oh, fun fact from Kidder on Martin Vid. Martin Smith of Martin Vids resides in Manchester, UK. That's right. The greatest ride video creator of all time does not even live in America.
You're not wrong with the ride video part.
Schnebs is in first place. We are down to our final question. Schnebs is up by 100 points, so it's kind of anybody's game. Here we go. Focus.
My chair flew forward. And I did
Which
not want that.
MCU movie was released on September 3rd, 2021? Was it Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Not 9, but 10. Eternals, eternally bad. Ant-Man and the Wasp, can't have one without the other. Or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, known in other multiverses as Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness as well, because for some reason it's consistent throughout.
What?
Let's find out the answer. It is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Recent movie. These are all recent movies. Good question, Nick. Are you ready for the answers? No. Are you ready for the podium?
Only if you're ready for the podium.
That's podium.
One little spark finished in third place. Mike C in second. And then in first is Schnebs. And let's see who got 14th. It was TJ. Cat
TJ.
or Amanda too.
Guess what you get, TJ? I've lost it, but you get it.
The magnet?
The brand new.
Oh, I threw it away because
Bird-
you licked it.
Okay, that's fine. Version 3 magnet
And I threw it
coming
away.
your way along with Schnebs. Just send me an email, trivia@loudplace.com, and we will make it happen. In the words of a parade that is coming back next year to Disneyland. No, that's magic happens. Well, we're gonna make it happen.
Make it happen.
That was quiz number 1, peeps. But guess what? We've got another. You know what we call it? Quiz number 2. It
Ow.
is written by me. Oh,
and
advice.
played by you.
Everyone hit that like button. Smash that like. Type in a comment. Let the algorithm know you're having a good time.
Hear that. I got this. Now it's time for quiz number 2. Written by him, played by you.
And now it's time to pay the price. So hit that like button. All right. We are playing Classic Disney Trivia. LPquiz.com. It is 2461. 2461. It's time almost for the game to have begun.
It's time to have some fun.
Yeah, that works.
A little bit better than it's almost time for the game to have begun. Oh, look who got it first! It's Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh, way to go.
We also have Firehouse One, Classic Geo, One Little Spar, Disney on Us, Nabs, Evil Queen.
I wonder what Mr. JBL means.
More people coming in too.
Paul, how many quizzes have you won now? And is this destination viewing for you? Do you like mark down Tuesday and Saturday 7:30 as DTL in the same way you might make sure you catch Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune or something? Is it important
Do
that you
people
be
do
here?
that?
Slacked it to you.
I assume people do that since they're here every time.
Oh, you guys saw the picture?
We might.
Okay, fine. I think you already have it somewhere.
Oh, she just sent it to me. Oh, it's so cute.
But you didn't say when it was, though.
It's in the date of the photo that Dad's about to see. We'll see.
There he is. There he is. What did I just do? Oh, okay.
When was it taken?
It is
My birthday.
July 20th, 2013, which would be your 4th birthday.
A little bit after your 4th, like 4.5,
Oh, yeah.
because it was my birthday.
Your birthday, not his birthday. All right, sorry.
Yep. So there you go.
Look at that cute little boy.
Char got this gigantic smile when you asked that question. Which question? How many you won, or rather, this is destination viewing?
Mike's name. Mike knew C. Oak.
Mike knew C. Oak.
Mike knew Coke.
What does that have to do with? Oh, classic. Mike, you are the cleverest.
That's not clever.
Trying to wallpaper. I hope you do.
Congratulations.
We'll send you
I
a
hope
few.
do.
All right. I hear something.
Oh, I hear something that sounds like a.
Spin that. Don't spin anything. Gosh.
I saw a crane in the background there. Are they
Is that
starting on
right?
Zootopia Land?
Or
That was what
Moana,
they
or
were
whatever
getting
it's
ready to
becoming.
He's probably there to take pictures of it being dismantled.
Spin it.
Did I mention that I was there the last day the Paradise Pier sign was on the hotel? I was in the shop.
Oh,
You
you're
purchased
wearing your
something.
Chinny Chin Chin
I am.
construction company shirt. Looks good.
That's better, though.
Backside.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Or backwards.
No. What is this? 2011 is 6th place.
Oh, so 1st or 6th place.
They might be starting something, Dad. They might be. What's beyond Big Thunder?
What's beyond Primeval World?
What's beyond getting in second favorite attraction?
Primeval World? All right, here's your poll.
Dinosaur.
Here's your poll. This is a good poll. I wrote it. If you could only go to one Disney destination once a year for the rest of your life, which would you choose? No place else. You'd only go one Disney place now for the rest of your life, and you go once a year. Disneyland Resort, Walt Disney World, a Disney cruise, or something else, in which case, please use the chat and let us know. What would your answer be, Gideon? It's a tough one, I know. I know you love Disneyland
No, it's
Park.
not. It's not. It's not
But
a tough one
what
at
is
all.
it? What is it? Disneyland Resort? It's Psycho.
Mhm.
How about you, Rebecca?
Psycho. It's the best one.
I didn't.
If you could only go to one Disney destination once a year for the rest of your life, what are you choosing? Disneyland Resort, Disney World, a Disney cruise, or something else?
Oh man,
I'm choosing a cruise.
It's Disneyland.
I'm probably choosing Disney World.
I can totally understand that. But I'm choosing a cruise. Well, for one, you're not there.
Wow. Okay. I see how it is. Oh,
Gideon
But
just
the
sitting
Disney-
around
no,
watching
the
trivia.
Disney cruise
Don't
would not
say.
always go to the same place.
That's true. See? You
It's
go.
just Disney cruise. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
sharing. So it could be Alaska, it could be Bahamas, it could be
Europe.
Europe.
Australia now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Hawaii.
Yeah, that's right. Cruise, of course. Of course.
Yeah, see, I enjoy attractions too much.
Really?
Yeah.
I-
And what I really love about the cruise is the food and the water slide. And I can do the water slide at
Right.
Typhoon Lagoon, so I got that. And
And the
then the
food.
restaurants, man. There's so many restaurants. I love those restaurants.
I'm trying to think. Could I say that I don't particularly care about Disney attractions? I think that might be accurate.
I think
I mean, I don't dislike them. I don't dislike them.
I think we've taken long trips to Walt Disney World, and you've really not gone on very many.
And
We've
had a
been very
great
happy.
time.
Yeah, we've been like, we're gonna go spend the afternoon at Epcot riding rides, and you're like, I'm gonna go ride the Skyliner
Oh, Gio.
or the Friendship Boat. You've skipped attractions to just be on the Friendship
Yeah,
Boat.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
totally.
like, and I want to ride I can't
Totally.
wait to ride Guardians.
Yeah.
But I don't think I need to ride it twice.
No, I very much I enjoy the variety of
See-
attraction, and then also the beach, and so therefore Typhoon Lagoon and
Yes.
theme parks.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I'm not the kind of person who's like, I'm the kind of person who's like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna break the record for most times I've ridden this ride one day.
Yes, you are.
I'm that
Maybe,
kind
maybe
of
that's
person.
what got me off attractions was going to parks with you.
True.
Yes, I'm like you with fireworks.
You like Great Movie Ride. You don't like Great Movie Ride. You're doing it every 5 seconds. You're in the
I-
same lines over
I've-
and over again.
I've lived that life, Gio, and I understand it's
It's a
it's
great
possible. Yeah, no, it's
Any
great.
two of these are living the life, no
yeah, no,
complaint.
we did it. We've done that at Disneyland,
The
living
only
close
reason
by
I
it,
consider-
and we've done it living close by Disney World, where pretty much there were less days not at Disney parks than at Disney parks
For sure.
in a year.
I will say I would possibly choose Disney World because there's more, and so it wouldn't be the
Exactly.
same. But
Exactly.
it's not as good.
But once a year, maybe if it was once a month, then you switch to Disney
Pretty
World.
much the reason LP was started was to justify the addiction of visiting
Exactly.
theme parks.
Exactly. And for some reason, Tony is bringing up Step by Step, starring Suzanne Summers. So
I don't even know what that is.
it's a TV show.
Ah, okay. Guess that.
Question number 1. Yes, all that, and we're just now getting started.
Woohoo! That's the hour-long mark.
What is the name of Wendy's dog in Peter Pan? Is it Lady, Clipper, Luke, Nana, or Ridley?
Is this the
Not
first
Ridley, Ripley. Not Ripley.
Ridley?
Bixby.
Rigby. Goodness, that was embarrassing.
Is this in the first Peter Pan or the second Peter Pan?
The film Peter Pan.
I'm sorry. Is it the first Peter Pan or the second non-canonical Peter Pan?
The film Peter Pan.
Okay,
That's why it says Peter Pan.
so it's not Nana 2.
It is not Nana 2. It is Nana 1. Gio said I almost wanted to look for a 2 in there. Nope.
Nana two.
Nana 2, Nana 2.
Is that like a British thing when your dog dies and get a new one? Just like,
Yay!
Donna, write it down.
Woo!
And I was early, Donna, but no, I was not the first. Wow, that's impressive. This may be too easy a quiz. Let's see how this goes. I really thought some people were going to be thrown by Clipper.
What? That
Oh,
scoreboard is
Look at what you guys have
wonky.
done.
That's a wonky
3 of you with the long names.
4. 4.
Looks fine. on
Oh,
my screen.
4 of you with the wrong names.
I
That's how it
know.
looks on our screen.
It's just so
You're
wonky.
just seeing a mirror of our screen.
I know, it looks fine on my screen.
It's
How does it look
wonky.
to you guys on Patreon?
How does it look? Does it look good?
More expensive.
Worth every dollar because it's just $1. Question number 2. Which of these live action adaptations came first? We've got Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Maleficent,
Oh yeah,
Alice in Wonderland.
they all get bread. Nice call
That's
back.
pretty all good.
Oh wow, which one came first?
So of these 4 live action adaptations brought to mind because of Pinocchio, which debuted on Disney Plus last week.
What would you give it? Like, what do you want to? You tell me the rating system that you want to rate it by.
Wait, what?
Pinocchio.
Mulan? Pinocchio? On a scale of 1 to 5,
Okay.
1 being the wild, and 5 being Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Yes. You would give Pinocchio this version with Tom Hanks.
Jason Gordon-Levitt. I feel like Jason's not the right name. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, thank you.
Say it. Stop
I'm
procrastinating.
thinking, all right? Don't rush me.
Stop procrastinating and spit.
Just under a 3.
Okay.
Higher
So
than 2.5.
2?
Okay.
Wait, you can't. Hold on. You can't
Fine.
go.
Let's go on a scale of 1 to 10 then. And now I can say a 4. No,
Okay.
that seems too low. A 5. Eh.
No, that's middle of the road.
No, 5 is less than half of 10. I mean,
Go on a scale of 1 to 20.
is-
I don't know.
5 out of 10 is lower than 3 out of 5. So that'd be the perfect score. 5 out of 10.
Okay.
And you would give it
2.
out of.
The 10.
Ooh, that's hard.
How about you out there? Anyone that's seeing it? What's The Wild? Have you never seen The Wild?
Oh, do yourself a favor.
Back when Madagascar came out, Disney put out a version created by someone else, but distributed by Disney. And I'm sure Tony can tell you all about it. Anybody out there seen Pinocchio? What do you get out of 10? Would love to know. Would love to know.
I have heard such bad things.
Here's
about
the
it.
problem. Everything Rebecca says about the movie is bad. She is 100% accurate. They have perhaps ruined the story of Pinocchio.
Mm.
But I really liked looking at it. Visually, to me, it
I
worked.
really-
It worked visually. I loved the cricket.
I
The
think-
cricket went so far for me, as did the new character, the puppeteer.
Yes.
Those two characters to me are what took it from being a 2 to I kind of liked it.
Now, take a moment, and a friend pointed out that this is less about Pinocchio and more about Geppetto. Does that shape your feeling better?
The reason it doesn't is if that's what it is, and I can totally see his point, they didn't make that movie.
Yeah.
It's all about Pinocchio.
Yeah.
I wish they had made that movie instead.
Yeah.
Just call it Geppetto in that case.
So yeah, I could watch it with the sound off, especially when that woman sings
Oh man. When You Wish Upon a
I
Star.
was gonna say When You Wish Upon a Star. I don't know
Yeah.
what was up in my
Uh-uh.
That was
What
not
name?
good. Don't rush me, I'm thinking in my head. So no one has seen Pinocchio, apparently. We have no opinions out there. All right.
I think that's an opinion of itself.
I only saw
That
parts of
people
it.
haven't exactly rushed to watch it.
I really was looking forward to it because, I mean, and a part of it is just relief. It is so close to the original. They ruined it in some aspects, but overall, it is so close to the original that I'm happy they didn't change it too much. It is definitely, I think, still very much a kid's movie, a family movie, although it's kind of scary, but so is the original.
Yeah,
Pinocchio.
no, the original was scary too.
But
yes.
so some of
My
it is
favorite
just
kind of
relief. To
family
be
movie,
honest.
watching a child be turned into a donkey and then sold off.
Hey man, life is hard. Get used to it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
I don't think it's being turned into a literal donkey hard.
Mm.
Getting eaten by a whale creature. All right, Alice in Wonderland came first among all
A
these.
whale creature.
Wow. I still haven't seen that one.
I did. It was quite good.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I didn't
Quite
see
good.
it. Tim Burton weirds me out.
I think of Disney live actions as being bad, and then I go back and go, Alice was good. Maleficent was bad, but the sequel was great. Cinderella was okay. Beautiful movie. Beauty and the Beast was bad. Lion King was okay. Their live action, Mulan, I liked quite a bit. Their live actions have not been uniformly bad by any stretch. Just unnecessary, but not bad. Except for Aladdin, better than the original.
Ooh, it's a this last great movie. I don't know. I was a fan of Roger Rabbit.
Christmas Story?
No.
No, Christmas Carol.
Mike's comment has a small typo. I'm guessing was Robert. Oh wait, no.
Did
I
he
guess
make
it-
Flight? Flight was not great. Flight is
wait,
one of the
so
most.
it was a movie. Because that sentence
What?
looks weird.
Flight was one of the more disappointing movies, and I love anything that takes place on an airplane. But Flight
Was
disappointing.
Robert Zemeckis.
Oh, did you think Jungle Book was good?
I still haven't seen Jungle Book. Shame.
How did I see it without
Oh no, we
you?
saw it.
Yeah,
we
we
did see it.
saw
We
it.
did see it.
Oh,
Yeah, I did
okay,
think it was
okay.
good. I'm sorry, I forgot because we went so long without thinking. I'm thinking of Life of Pi. So anyway, I still haven't seen Life of
I
Pi.
can totally see. I can totally see how you made that mistake.
Jungle Book was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, these live actions they're unnecessary and they don't compare to the original in general, but
No.
they're not bad. They're enjoyable. They're
No.
decent movies.
Yeah.
I mean, some like Beauty and the Beast are just atrocious. All right, question number three. Question number 3. That was a typo. It's not a movie.
Oh, okay.
How old was Walt Disney when Disneyland opened? Yes, there's math. 36,
It's a math question.
42, 48, or 53. Hey,
This is such a nice picture.
Wow.
known as Footsteps. Walt Disney. The color version's better.
You used to be able to find this in the Mosley house in like 5 different.
Yeah.
We had like a poster, a lithograph, a jewelry box.
It's beautiful.
We had it in many different
No, there's
forms.
none.
Now I don't think you can find it anywhere in the Mosley house. I never unpacked those and put them up here.
I think there is somewhere.
I'd like to know more about this picture. I don't know the history of this picture.
When he took it, like, this is gonna be my
It was
photo
taken by Renee
footsteps.
Was it? Yeah, it was. Was it taken like before the park opened? Did they clear out people? Is it in any way candid, or is this 100% staged? This is like the
Well,
46
remember, it used to
picture
be
they took.
closed on the weekends, though, so it couldn't be
Not on the
Well,
weekend,
not-
on Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
I feel like Laughing
Yeah, it
Place
could've
did
been.
an article about that. I'm gonna check and see.
So I know the Orange County Register did a long feature on Renee when he retired. I wonder if it's in there. But,
Like, when he took it, was he thinking, this is gonna be my photo called footsteps?
anyway, the correct answer is 53 years old. He was born in 1901. Park opened in 1955. Before his birthday, he was 53. Donna thinks perhaps, or maybe she knows, on a closed Monday, Tuesday. That would make sense. He used to use a self-timer in his quarter, saying to Roy, I'm doing it for the Insta.
Yeah, it was before the park opened. And they were just wandering around the park doing an early photo shoot, and the story goes that he just stumbled on. It was not a
Not his candid picture.
right. It was just a kind of a grab shot while they were around shooting the park. That's the story.
I think Mike's right. That's him showing up on the wrong day before missing opening day. As we know, Walt Disney was not at Disneyland.
No.
That is one of the longest running gags here for reasons that I will not go into.
He accidentally forgot to click Walt Disney as one of the correct answers on who was at Disneyland's opening day.
That might be the reason. Yes, that was Walt influencing. That's just a funny thought, Walt doing some
Hey
Instagram.
guys, it's me, Walt Disney. Welcome back to another vlog. Today we're going to be continuing Disneyland in our next episode. I have some wonderful plans today. We're going to be working on that haunted house
You know what's
idea.
scary?
Let's do this.
It is scary how natural it is for kids to act like they are being an influencer, just to talk to a phone. It is. It's as natural as it is for people our age to.
Talking to normal traditional phone.
Oh, okay. I was going to say read TV Guide in the Podcast. Question. Yes, talk on a traditional phone. Go like this. Hey guys.
Well, no, a YouTuber I watched was talking about how his son had to make a call home from the school, and they had the traditional phone, and the mom was having to explain to him how he was going to have to hang up the phone when they were done talking and stuff because he really
It's so
didn't
funny.
understand what was going on with this
Oh,
device
man.
on his face. Yeah.
That's why it's called Hang Up. Now we can't blame me for it.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
see,
thought
yeah.
about it.
No,
You
I don't blame you.
No, hang up
Yes,
the
that's
phone.
why it's called. That's why it's called. Actually, it's called Dial because of this, which is even early our time.
But I don't think that's maybe like a dial. I just think of dial. When I think of dial, I think of when I think of hang up, I think of hanging something up.
And that's
Well,
what you would
it's
do.
And that
Was
was
on
on
a
the
hook.
call.
You've never heard it? Have you ever heard a dial tone in your life?
What's a dial tone?
All
You're
right.
old.
Yes.
That's another great story when people go to a hotel and the kid will lift up the phone and be, Mom, the phone's broken. It's making this noise.
You select. Choose all that apply. Oh, that's painful. Which of these networks aired a weekly Disney television show at some point in the 50s through 80s? ABC, CBS, NBC, PBS. Choose all that apply. Hit submit. Yes. Bah. This phone is broken. It's making a noise. That's hilarious. See, if you picked up the phone, you hear that means it's ready to dial. If you don't hear that, something's wrong. Now
That's
that's
like,
anathema.
yeah, no.
We also are working on a new Pirate Wax museum. We have some new ideas for that one too.
That would be a great series. Vlogging Walt. Oh my.
No,
No one steal that.
no, that's a terrible idea.
It would.
It's such a terrible idea.
The only issue is you wouldn't be able to do it for very long. You'd only be able to do it for like.
You can go back to like Alice comedies.
That's true.
know?
You would start it from the beginning.
Me and my brother, we're starting this studio. Get in early. We just hit 100,000 subscribers.
To celebrate, I am announcing Mickey Mouse Park.
Oh my, that would be so funny.
Shout out to Art Linkletter for his $5.
Where is this series?
Man, if you want to help us out, we're selling these watches right here. They've got Mickey on them. You can get your own.
Go to the link in the description.
Join the Kickstarter for the new theme park. Oh,
Don't forget your Dole pineapple.
all these animators seem pretty upset today. I hope they don't go on strike.
All the animators in my studio went on strike, not clickbait.
That's, oh man. Oh, if we had some time and talent.
Where is this
Thanks,
series? I
Walt.
need it.
All right. Someone accidentally clicked PBS instead of CBS. Yes, this show actually aired on all 3 major networks, but not PBS. Hard to believe, but the show is kind of like a show goes from like networks to Netflix. This one went all 3 networks. Getting into the bell system. Yes, you can learn all about, including cool stuff like video phones. Can you imagine?
A video phone? Really?
No. Hard to believe.
What's a video phone?
My buddy Herbie's been working all weekend. He drew this picture of Disneyland. We're taking it to the bank. Wish us luck.
Why is this idea so funny?
You're so done.
It's such an awesome idea. In my head. Reality, probably terrible. Okay. All right. We're going to move on. Question number 5 is, who was the first person to be named a Disney legend? The most prestigious award can be bestowed upon a Disney personality. Is it Walt Disney himself, of iWorks, the creator of the Mickey Mouse look, Fred McMurray, some sort of an actor, Haley Mills, Let's Get Together herself? Who the first recipient of this most prestigious award, given here to Anthony Anderson, who's taking a selfie with Bob Chapek? Oh, thank you, Don. I feel better. I wish you could see her laughing. I'm back, and I feel I've missed something. You've missed only the greatest idea in the history of Laughing Plays. And the correct answer here is, shockingly, Fred McMurray. The Disney Legend Award was given as a promotion for a movie he had coming out. It was not, at the time, intended to be the most prestigious Disney Award of all time, but it has progressed. But yet, Fred McMurray remains the very first recipient. Geo calls it comedy gold. All right, we're on to something here. We got 2 people that like it. That's 2 more than normal.
4?
Us? You, we were laughing. So.
We could not stop.
You know, why do cartoons have to be in black and white? I think we can try something new. I think we can do it. I have asked my people to create a cartoon in living color.
We created a color cartoon, not clickbait.
Gideon's master of the thumbnails. For some reason, whenever I think of Fred McMurray, I think of Fred Mertz. Not the same person.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be attempting a challenge that's never done before. We're going to create a feature-length animated film.
He's doing all the scripts. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. And you got to say, "What's up, guys?" to start everyone.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
And by the way, don't forget to smash that like.
Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single upload from the Disney company.
Question number 6.
This is too funny.
What was the first land added to Disneyland after its opening? Was it Bear Country, New Orleans Square, Toontown, or Mermaid Lagoon?
You know how we giggle as we watch like Mr. Beast and his buddies doing ridiculous things in the backyard of the pool?
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm envisioning like a channel like that, but it was Bob Gurr and like, you know, makeshift bobsleds.
Oh,
Some of
woo!
those stories he tells now, I'm envisioning that as like a YouTube channel.
Bob Gurr's been working on the monorail. Let's go try it out.
Oh man.
The answer here is, you know this one, Gideon.
It's almost opening day of Disneyland. Unfortunately, I'm running very late, so I'm probably going to miss it.
Go ahead. What did it be called? The Disney Channel. Very good. Alyssa said Mermaid Lagoon, which is an excellent guess. As Donna points out, this is the mermaid tryouts for the Submarine Lagoon at the Disneyland Hotel. Mermaid Lagoon, though, was not an actual land. Toontown opened in 1993. Bear Country opened in 1972. And New Orleans Square opened in 1966. Pirates in 67.
Yep.
Wow, that was almost magical. Bobby's been working on something that runs on a track. He's got one to track mine. Let's go see what's going on.
It'd be so much fun.
It would be great.
Today we are working on a big house. We are working on a bunch of new pavilions for the 1964 World's Fair. It's going to be so epic, but we're having a very short time frame to work on it. And we may be taking on another one right now. So let's go check it out, guys.
You watch so much YouTube. It's like you went to influencer school, which you did, Mr. Beast.
No, Mr. Beast actually is high quality.
You just did someone impersonating Mr. Beast.
Yes.
But it's perfect for this project, which is not an actual project yet.
It should be.
Yet. All right.
How long till actual?
Geo, by
I
the
think
way,
that
is in first
exists.
place.
I think it's called Curiosity Street or Skillshare.
Oh, there most definitely is. And Mr. Beast gives the keynote speech, by the way.
Oh man, I'm sure.
I get the Adam with my Facebook all the time. And what year did the monorail start traveling to the Disneyland Hotel? Was it 1955, 1959, 1963, or 1967? Yeah, there is most definitely an influencer school, Mike Celestino. You can pay a lot of money for it to be influenced to put your all into stuff and probably not make any money. Because as much as I make fun of influencers, because, it is not an easy job at all.
Geo joined in the fun, man.
I'm waiting. Oh, I got this wrong?
No, the one above it.
Oh, yeah. I showed that one.
No, the one
Oh,
right
wait.
there.
Sorry. Starlink to save on GE products. You can save 15% on your microwave when you try out the Carousel of Progress at the World's Fair.
Yeah.
What do you think? Can we do anything with this World's Fair? We put all this effort into it. We're going to put up a poll. What we should do with the Carousel of Progress.
Tony's got it.
All right. What's up, guys? I have too many followers. But I'm going to buy a ton of land in Florida. Hit me up with think company names and win a prize for the ones I end up using. Tony, superior. Superior.
Very nice.
We're doing this. This is on
What's
the
up,
list.
guys? Hey, I think we got some good ideas for a full-on city. It's gonna be amazing.
Full on city. All right.
Oh man, Celestino.
All right, Mike.
I can't breathe.
We have our third winner of the day.
I can't breathe, Mike.
Wow. That was even better than Kyle quality right there.
Oh man.
That was some quality
Okay.
stuff. All right. We are gonna put this one to rest.
Next question.
You and I are gonna put this one to rest unless something comes up in the chat.
Well, Disney Disney Live is showing we all slowly
Whoa,
start dying.
All right, yeah, exactly. Oh man, what did you guys have for dinner today? That is a great. Oh man, I had a chili and a grilled cheese sandwich, just like Walt did. What was it? 1963 is the correct answer. It opened in 1959, but extended to Disneyland Hotel in 1963. I wonder if Jack Rabbit had to pay for that.
The monorail?
Yeah, extension.
I
I'm sure he
wonder.
did. I bet he did.
I wonder. I bet that's in one of those books that Schnebs has read.
Yes. By that.
that sit on my shelf, so I look
Those Disneyland
knowledgeable.
Hotel books are good.
Yeah, I haven't read them. It's not a topic of interest to me in the same way.
Geo's in first place. Firehouse 1, Schnebs, Mike, New Sea Oak, and Disney Donna rounding out the top 5. Question number 8, and I am feeling so great after that comedy.
Much needed laugh.
How many riders could fit in one Rocket Rod ride vehicle? And here you can see an actual picture of a Rocket Rod right there. Is it 3, 5, 6, or 7?
Oh, man, I don't know who that is.
3, 5, 6, or 7. I don't either, actually. It's Apollo.
Yeah.
Looks like, I don't know why, but the first thing that comes to my mind is, what's his name? Mike White, the first guy to do a spacewalk.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, that
I don't know which Apollo. I know nothing. So
just
could be Neil Armstrong for all I know. Gideon, how many people fit in a Rocket Rod?
6.
I think you are wrong. 5, 2 in the back, and then 3 singles. What?
See, I thought it was 2 in the back.
Mike
Singles.
Collins. Why didn't I think Mike Collins? That makes perfect sense.
yeah. I wondered if it was Mike Collins.
Is this him like while they're orbiting the moon, him back in the, back in the non-orbiting part. Fun fact, Mike White directed Chuck and Buck, probably a different one. All right. Classically Geo, 8 for 8. Classically Geo, got that wrong. Schnebs is 8 for 8. Schnebs, we need to get you from fiber optics so you can compete with Geo. Or do you just take your time with the answer?
Fiber optics?
Yeah.
Google Fiber?
Oh, what do you think the fiber stands for in Google Fiber?
Fiber optics?
Yeah. How about that? Dad got one. 1 for 100. How many times could a rocket rod make it around the track before it broke down? The world may never.
That was such an interesting choice. 5 people.
You know, party's a fiver.
My family rode in 2 vehicles. I remember that. So
I
weird.
mean, it's great for single rider lines.
Yeah, it was. That was a great single rider attraction.
Excuse me. How many times can a rocket rod go around the track before it breaks down?
1.
Which, by the way, isn't
1,
that
2. Oh, it broke down.
I think that's how many seats were in each row of that Zootopia attraction they showed.
No,
5?
that was 10.
No, 5 in across the row.
Oh yeah, 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Tony, did that really spawn the single rider line? Was that the first Disney attraction with the single rider line?
Ooh.
That would be fascinating if that's accurate, Tony. If anyone else said it, I'd believe them, but now I need some research. Question number 9, and I am reading question number 9.
Good job.
In what year were ticket books discontinued at Disneyland? 79, 81, 82, or 84? Rebecca, do you remember when you would go to Disneyland, get the passport instead of the ticket book, and like put it around your wrist?
I have a picture of me at Disneyland, and it's pinned to my shirt because I was there with a school
yeah.
group, and so they pinned it to the shirt.
Yeah. So for those of you uninitiated, there were ticket books, and then there was Ride All You Want, but there was about a year of crossover. Yes, people, I made a typo. Get over it. Act like you've never seen a typo before. I've seen some of yours. But there was about a year of crossover. So since some people had tickets,
yes.
you had to have a way to show that you
Yep.
didn't need a ticket. So you walked around. You could even see the string on this picture.
Yep.
You walked around with this tied to your belt loop or your shirt or
Yep.
pinned to your shirt.
Yeah.
They should bring back the passport. I don't know why, but they should. I don't
And
know what they use it for.
this picture's taken from
Tony
someone.
Baxter can explain to you why.
This picture's taken
No, I
from
mean
someone's
now.
eBay post. So if you
Yeah.
want your own, go purchase
No,
on eBay.
the last time I remember hearing that discussion, Tony Baxter was still a proponent, even in recent years, of the pay-as-you-go.
Fun fact: the date on this passport kind of helps you with the question. Doesn't totally give it away, but as it turns out, it does totally. It does. Actually, no, it throws you off because the correct answer is 1982. So, no one guessed 81, even though that's what it actually said on the passport.
Hard to see. Also, 1981 isn't an option.
That's what that is. Man, man, peeps. Even you, Donna, Mike, my friend. Yes, we are, Tony. It's not a requirement. It's an option. All right. Geo is not in first place. He is in third. Firehouse One and Schnebs.
Oh, this is
But, I mean, but can you imagine? Because back then we used to go to Disneyland because you'd pay $10. It was like $10 to enter, and then you'd pay as you went. So your day could be way expensive or very budgeted. I remember sometimes my parents would be like, "We're paying the $10 to go in. Enjoy Monsanto as much as you want because it was free."
So we talked.
But it's like we
You know
talk
the
about
problem
how
is-
crowded it is now.
we-
Imagine if the bar to entry was that low.
I wonder.
But
I wonder how big a deal the crowds are overall as opposed to attraction length. For example, if they let annual, obviously that's worth logistics, but if they let annual pass holders go in but not ride, so you can go in, you can buy, you can eat, you can hang out, you can watch entertainment, but you cannot ride anytime you want. Would that be a crowd issue?
I would think
You
definitely.
think that would still be a problem?
I think there's plenty. I mean, I think there's plenty of people who go and just kind of enjoy it like a park
Yeah.
setting.
People who are, but I think of those people by and large as being annual pass holders.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Right. So since they're not getting on rides, could they therefore appease annual pass holders that way while still keeping the ride line shorter for the day guests?
No, because the people need access to benches when they want to rest. They need access to
Yeah.
table when they want to eat. They need access to the bathroom when they want to go to the bathroom.
I wonder. I just wonder. I wonder.
No, I get why you wonder. I
Because
don't
obviously
either.
you get money from those annual pass holders too. Since they can't ride, the ones that are going, I bet are the percentage that actually go and shop and eat, I bet is much higher since they can't go on rides. So pretty sure, do we just say bidet? Just said bidet, yes. You're probably right. All right.
Yeah, like Evil Queen points out, that's Epcot annual pass holders. They just go to the festivals and the concerts, and they probably don't even ride any.
Well, but
attractions.
Epcot's also the one where you can go to almost all the time too.
Yeah.
So that may make
I
my
think-
point. Would that work at Disneyland or DCA?
Except I think that Epcot is so much. I find Epcot absorbs people in that way better than Disneyland does.
Gary makes a good point. If you don't let AP use the bathroom, their stays will be short,
Yes.
or the park will be messy, or some combination thereof. All right. Final question. Is a multi-select. Choose reply. Don't forget to submit.
1,500 points.
Which of these resorts was at Walt Disney World in 1971? We've got the Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, Polynesian, Fort Wilderness, and Bates.
This is an old photo.
You can tell because Dr. Seuss is in the background.
Yep. We kind of saw this when we were there.
We got to, yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's weird when it's covered up in Fortnite stuff. How was the Nope set?
It was cool.
It was a cool set.
I didn't realize we drove through it. I thought we drove in front of it. So driving
So
through it
in it.
made me very, because I knew VIP got to walk through it.
Yeah,
For some reason, I thought we just drove by it.
like you do with the other things that
Yeah.
are sets.
So when we got to actually drive through it, that was.
And they
pretty good.
paused.
Yeah.
And you kind of soaked in like an environment based upon the movie. That was cool.
Nope. Was dope.
I've never seen Nope, and it probably will be a very long time before I do. But that set was incredible. I loved it.
Yeah, Evil Queen. I remember that. They used to have an after 4 AP.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Didn't Disneyland used to have like an hour and a half free?
We used to have a shopping pass.
That's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you would get a shopping pass, but you would be reimbursed if you.
Yeah,
spent
you'd
a
have to
certain
pay for the
amount.
ticket, and as long as you come out within whatever the time was, they would refund you for it.
Yeah.
Because the idea was you would just go in and shop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little surprised they haven't come up a way to extract money from APs while minimizing their getting in the way of the day guests. Like, you can go if you have a restaurant reservation. So at least they know they're getting some money. You can go to Epcot with a reservation. Something.
Yeah, but I don't think I think that's a misnomer as to what the challenge is of the volume of annual pass holders.
But yes,
At Disneyland
but-
Resort specifically. It's very different at Walt Disney World. We're totally different dynamic. Just speaking specifically to the challenge of the volume of annual pass holders upon the non-pass holder experience.
right. But if they didn't let you go on rides and they made you eat at a sit-down restaurant, I don't think the volume would be that high. But those people who really wanted to go would still have the opportunity.
It'd be interesting. I mean, it'd be an interesting dynamic. But I think people would balk at that with the notion of I paid for access and now I have to have a required.
Right, because as soon as you
outfit.
do that, they'll never believe that you're still getting to go otherwise as much as you want. They're now
Yeah.
going to believe, oh, now those people get to go,
Yeah.
which is lessening my chance to go.
Yeah. So it's a
Yeah,
very
that's true.
just
Not
the-
to mention,
like I
it's
say,
also dependent on if you get a
the-
reservation.
the population density around Disneyland presents them with a very, very challenging dynamic for a frequent guest.
But what's
dynamic.
interesting is it does seem like a Disneyland problem, and yet they still don't allow you to buy a new pass at Disney World.
Correct. And there's part of me that wonders if they're finding it so challenging to handle what's been created in Disneyland that they're evaluating how to not get into the mess before they have to rectify it in Florida.
And it's been a while in Florida.
But I don't know. Because there you have a different dynamic. There you have a DVC clientele that you have to be very careful of how you deal with, because their economic expenditure and investment in your company is very different. So
But getting a reservation in Disney World is pretty easy.
we found it to be such.
Yeah.
I've heard otherwise from people, but we haven't had that problem.
Right. And then park hopping, obviously, is always, I've never known park hopping to not be available. So you ultimately can go to whatever park you want, even if only 2 or 3 are available for the initial reservation.
Yep.
That was the last question. Correct answers are Contemporary, Wilderness Lodge, Contemporary, Polynesian, and Fort Wilderness, not Wilderness Lodge. Whew. All right. 2 quizzes, no mistakes. How about that? Your winners are
Breakfast 1, Classical Geo, Y'all got snaps and in
Snaps again.
14th.
No, 14 was 6th.
Oh, 6. Uncle Orville.
Uncle Orville.
Bravo, Uncle Orville.
Yeah, I would pay for that too, Schnaps. I would definitely pay for an AP that did not allow me to go on rides. If that was my only option, obviously. If I had the option to buy one with rides, I would. But if they said, we're going to start APs again, but you can't go on rides, yeah, that's okay.
They should make one, but you have to charge extra for rides.
Well,
Or-
see, because
Or you have to Genie Plus do the
Well,
ride.
I think, and that part of that is because the challenge right now, I think the lowest tier of access as an annual pass holder, people who like to go frequently, blocks out so many weekends that individuals who have jobs, regular jobs, they don't have the same access. Where something like what you're describing, if you had much more flexibility to access on the weekends or whatever, but you didn't have access, they'd be very happy, to have that. But it, like I say, it's a very challenging dynamic. I'm interested to see how they handle it.
But to hear Bob Chapek talk about that challenge and very clearly say we are working to make sure the people who travel here have the best experience possible makes me wonder, will they ever sell APs again at Disneyland?
Aren't they right now?
New ones.
Oh, they're
allowing renewals right now.
Renewals
They're
right
allowing
now.
renewals, which it seems like something that can't last forever. Where you only allow renewals, either you get rid of them altogether or you start selling APs.
Yeah, that would be an interesting model.
What a weird way. We're going to keep doing renewals indefinitely.
They should do like a yearly AP dump at the start of the year, and then you can renew from forever you want, but you can't.
It's clearly front of mind because it's in he did so many interviews over the course of D23 with all sorts of media outlets and CNBC and all that, and it was a constant discussion.
Although I do wonder, how much of it is him explaining, and how much of it, because it's such an important issue, and how much of it is him just being defensive because he takes so much criticism for it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
time will tell. I'm really interested to see what it's like once the COVID kind of backlog.
That's true too.
I'm really interested to see what the reality is of the balance between AP and regular, day guest once we get that kind of COVID.
And it's almost a double backlog in a small way. Not that the cruise line has anywhere near the same traffic or cruise lines in general, but despite the fact that theme parks are huge, huger than ever because there was a backlog with COVID.
Yeah.
Cruises are still down.
Yeah.
Like people, that's a line people haven't quite gotten ready to go to in the same numbers as before.
Well, some people are still nervous about flying, so you have much more staycationing and that.
But it'll come.
Yeah.
And so when that comes, and then you have people going back to the cruises even more, will that, along with the COVID pent-up demand passing, will the theme park demand go down even further?
Yeah.
And that's the real test. In a couple years, or maybe even a year, when the theme park demand, the pent-up demand is over, will they then bring back annual pass? And hopefully, from my perspective, that's what they're waiting for.
I mean, because if you remember DCA, they were concerned about the impact of annual pass holders on it when it first opened.
That's true.
So they made you choose one or the other, and then they stopped, and then they stopped them completely, and then they isn't that how it worked?
They stopped DCA. They stopped the two park. Yeah.
And then it didn't take long before they were like, please come. So.
And Iris says Epic Universe will be my next theme park. And that's true. Universal is building a major third theme park in Florida. Disney, based on D23 Expo, has not announced anything unless it's not firm on anything comparable.
No.
And Universal, SeaWorld, all the rest, you can still buy an AP. You can still show up without a reservation. Nothing's changed at those theme parks.
Epic Universe I'm pretty sure it's coming 2024 or 5, right?
Epic?
Or later, yeah.
I don't recall.
Sorry. I'm sure someone knows.
But you'd think that they'd be announcing something, at least aiming for around that time frame.
I mean,
so the fact that they didn't announce something either shows they're holding on it for a little bit longer, or they don't have anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Because not they were saying we're thinking about this specific idea. They were throwing out so many possible ideas that it almost seems they weren't even sure if there's one that they selected on what they're gonna. No, they weren't like, we have this idea, we're not sure what we're gonna do with it. It's not like they weren't even sure what the idea was.
No, there's nothing happening. It takes longer than that to build something.
Yeah.
So
no, they seem to really. I mean, it seems to be that really right now the focus is on bringing up the experience at their international parks.
So
a lot of the announcements, a lot of the concrete announcements were all based within expenditures in the international parks.
And I think this is so far in the realm of speculation from a guy who is not an expert, but I think a part of their thinking, because they have, Epic Universe could take a chunk, like Harry Potter took a chunk, and I think they're on a wait and see. But I think a part of their thinking is they feel like they can turn that the annual pass holder market is a spigot that they can turn on if they need to, and if the numbers go down and people aren't traveling as much, we can just start selling APs again, and we'll get people in the door. And they don't spend as much, but they spend money.
Yeah.
And they'll have their pent up demand by then.
Yeah, no, it'll be, like I say, it's interesting. The other thing that I found interesting is it doesn't seem like any other theme park has adopted the reservations model. I can't think.
No one.
I can't think of anybody. I think Dollywood had like kind of a bit of a restrictive dynamic for a short period of time.
Universal
but
would say we're full for the day, or full until later in the afternoon. When
That
they first
wasn't
reopened.
reservations, though. That was
no,
Right.
but I think
capacity.
I think Dollywood may have had kind of a softer reservation, but for their AP
Okay,
dynamic.
but that's all way gone.
Yeah,
Because,
and it seems to be only Disney
Just
now
Disney.
who has embraced it as an operating model they enjoy.
And Bob Chapek toots about it.
So it'll be interesting to see.
It's a part. Whatever happens with it will be a part of his legacy. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, this has been Disney Financial Talk with Gideon and Rebecca.
yeah, thank you, Tony says Dollywood did.
Yeah.
Last year. Okay, this has been Disney Trivia
I
Live
guess.
Plus. Disney Trivia Live Plus. The plus is pontification, and we will be back.
And remember, go ahead and subscribe to Vlog and Walt, or whatever we call that. Stay tuned to see what we do next with Disneyland and the World's Fair. And
And tune in tomorrow for Who's the Boss. Isn't it tomorrow? No, Thursday.
Thursday.
Tune in
Is that
Thursday to
tomorrow?
Who's the Boss Live and find out if Doobie stayed up.
Yes. That's not it. Oh, there it is.